Between men and women, there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. Oscar Fingal O'Flahertie Wills Wilde was an Irish novelist, playwright, poet, and short story writer. Known for his witty sense of humor, he was one of the most successful playwrights of late Victorian London. He is best remembered for his epigrams and plays. His novel, The Picture of Dorian Grey. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell the truth. I can resist everything except temptation. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. True friends stab you in the front. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Art is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. I am not young enough to know everything. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. I have the simplest of tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I can never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read on the train. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Deceiving others, that is what the world calls a romance. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. The world has grown suspicious of anything that looks like a happily married life. Women are made to be loved, not understood. He has no enemies, but is intensely disliked by his friends. Questions are never indiscreet, answers sometimes are. Success is a science. If you have the conditions, you get the result. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. To expect the unexpected shows a thoroughly modern intellect. Memory is the diary that we all carry about with us. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Men marry because they are tired. Women, because they are curious. Both are disappointed. One's real life is so often the life that one does not lead. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. If there was less sympathy in the world, there would be less trouble in the world. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. One can survive everything nowadays, except death, and live down everything except a good reputation. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. To define is to limit. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. No good deed goes unpunished. I like men who have a future and women who have a past. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. The moment you think you understand a great work of art, it's dead for you. Society often forgives the criminal, it never forgives the dreamer. I think God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. I am not young enough to know everything. The world is a stage, and the play is badly cast. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. An idea that is not dangerous is unworthy of being called an idea at all. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship, and it is by far the best ending for one. The nicest feeling in the world is to do a good deed anonymously and have somebody find out. There is no sin except stupidity. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to live as one wishes to live. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, comment, share, and subscribe.